For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, and he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you can't.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39. And obviously that's well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Chubb again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon. And this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'm trying to do better. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken right around the 44. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson going to hold on to this. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. Touchdown, Browns! Donovan Peoples-Jones, 35 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, I'm trying to erase this deficit.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Following the interception, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional round game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Off the option, here's Edwards. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down, it's Hunt, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. And they run with Edwards off the option, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he will have a Ravens first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And they run with Edwards off the option. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Holmes, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. That catch good for only a couple. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL. Today. playoffs and the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And then nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they can't bring him down. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Wentz's throw taken in here by Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wentz. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis.
Returning it, here's Hamler.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete here to Doyle. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Wentz now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Touchdown! It's complete from 4 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, Wentz. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on first is Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's got this down to the 35. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 division. With the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Vic Fangio, an old-school coach, but he's going to go for it here on 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. DeForest Buckner. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
On 1st down, Wentz. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wentz now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Wentz to throw again. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
2nd and 9 now. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They begin the drive with Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Hines. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll try and run for it, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKinnon. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Hamler now to return it. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Warren. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. "38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out quickly to Judy. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, but they're still left with about a mile to go on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. A little under 2.5 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Patrick. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Wentz to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. And the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.